Hello, all. My name is Mars, and welcome back to In Their Shoes. I know it has been a little bit, a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks at this point. Long story short, I was so embarrassed by my performance in an episode of my other series, The Seance of Blake Manor, um, that it made me not want to record for a few days. And then once I'm out of the habit for a few days, then it gets hard to get back into the swing of things. So I ended up not recording for 3 weeks, or 2 weeks, or 2.5 weeks, however long it's been. Anyway, I do remember that last time we played a scene in which our decision at the end had an impact on a scene we've already played. So I want to go back and replay that scene with Nico, an ending, and see how and if it was affected. Alright, we've seen this already, so I'll kind of skip over it until we get something new. I'd say that would go well with some chips or olives, maybe? Yeah, she's drinking. Just let me drink my Negroni in peace. That is not a Negroni, it's a beer. Yeah. So there are a few reasons I kind of have the suspicion that not a lot will actually change here. Number one, there's an achievement that I just saw that only like 2% of players have gotten, which kind of suggests an alternative ending for this. And I have the feeling that most people who play this game will have chosen to give the jerk guy, Mauricio, or whatever his name was, a fake number. So I feel like not a lot of people would have been able to find an alternate ending to this, because maybe that depends on giving the guy your real number. I guess that's the only reason I kind of think that, but I do want to play this scene again. Because with the information that we got out of that last scene with the apartment, I feel like if she's just been hit on by this creepy guy, whether she's gay or not, she's not going to be open to advances from anyone. So I don't want to flirt with the waitress this time. Leave it, I'm drinking it here. Is this one of those, well, it is Friday moments? You're right, it's party time. Everything ends today. The week, the winter. Well, that's a remarkable turnaround. And it isn't even time to go home yet. At least not until you play that song. Ah, you mean the closing time song. Or is it? Maybe it is time to go home. Is 10 months enough time to get to know a city? I don't remember if we've seen that before. So you noticed. What? You always play that depressing song about Milan when it's getting close to closing time? It's cruel. You're a cruel barmaid. Me? Cruel? Half of you lot would set up camp in here if I let you. And anyway, it's a poetic way to kick you all out. Do you even care that some of those verses are a real gut punch? It just gets to me as if the city was a part of me. And I'm not even Milanese. Nobody here is Milanese. What, not even you? So how come you live in Milan? Does it matter? We all move here for different reasons. Because we were having problems at home, or we couldn't find what we were looking for there. You moved to the city ready to push it to the limits. But in the end, it's the city that puts you to the test. You reckon? Believe me, this here bar towel has soaked up an ocean's worth of spilt beer and salty tears. Maybe it's time you got a new one. Otherwise, I'll be obliged to submit it as further evidence that Milan never leaves you to suffer alone. Okay, well, for as long as you're still a practicing lawyer anyway. Ha! You see? Another keen observation. But even if it's all going to hell in a handbasket right now, I don't know if I'd ever be able to do any other job. So, she got fired or disbarred or... What's going on? Are you sure about that? Remember, Milan can be Weirdsville. Maybe so, but I'm pretty sure. Well, Milan is a city where you arrive with dreams of becoming the next big thing in luxury car design, before escaping to live in Basilicata to cultivate a unique variety of crunchy peppers. The only way I'd be able to stop being a lawyer would be because I become a magistrate. If you say so. Heed the words of the song, though. Remember the chorus? Milan gives and changes you. Milan takes and changes you. Milan changes you, it changes you, it changes you. What about you, Nico? Is Milan giving to you or taking from you? Milan's taking from me. It's taken a lot. A whole bunch of stuff. It's taken away my affectations, it's taken the weight off my shoulders, it's taken my skeletons out of the closet. I think all of these are technically good things. To take the weight off your shoulders, to make you a more real version of yourself by taking away your affectations. I don't know if taking your skeletons out of your closet is a good thing, but if it allows you to live a freer life, then sure. No, she's skewing positive in this assessment of her time in Milan, weirdly enough. It's taken my skeletons out of the closet. All the skeletons and ghosts of the past. Milan transforms our ghosts into fashionable outfits to show off around town. So, like everybody else, I learned to wear my fears, to flaunt my problems. Here, everybody carries their anxieties with them everywhere they go. At the bar, on the metro, at the paddle court, at the private viewing, at the after party, at their therapists. They'll even happily tell you about their therapy. About how important it is to practice psycho-scouting. Because when your problems are just things to discuss over an aperitif, they dissolve into the city air. It seems like the more you share, the more you belong here. Milan's made me more sure of myself. I'm more punctual. Punctual? Milan won't stand for tardiness. What do you mean? Let's just say before I moved here, I had my own personal relationship with the concept of time. You think you're the only one? And by you, I mean everybody from Rome down. Ha! It seems like anything can happen here at any hour of the day or night. Yeah, even a quarter of an hour could turn out to be enough time to meet up with someone. I know, right? I've learned that lesson well. So, a few years ago, I used to meet up with a guy to go to the gym at 6 o'clock every morning. Then, after the gym, he'd drive to the little car park and practice playing his trumpet. He used to say it was the only time during the day he could grab those 15 minutes. So you had a gym buddy? Sure did. Why, is that so weird? You sound jealous. Jealous of what? I mean, the way she said you had a gym buddy seems like she thinks it's weird, so jealous of what? Nico, are you hiding something? I think I might know what it is. Milan's left its mark on you. You just don't want to see it. Or accept it. I'm right, aren't I? Maybe. I suppose Milan lets you try on all the costumes of the people you think you might want to be. And find out which one suits you best. You see, the song was right, wasn't it? Milan does change you. Yeah, I guess it changes you into something very different from what you thought you knew, but maybe much closer to what you really wanted to be. So what now? What person do you want to be, Nico? Do it, just do it. Do it without thinking about it. You might like it. You might find out that what other people think about you is the real you. The person who wants to take you home and kiss you? What do you say? I did not intend to flirt, but okay. If Nico's into it, then sure. Okay, so we didn't decide to leave Milan. Okay. We still, I don't really see how, or let's say I didn't really see how the choice I made here um, affected that, but we did get a very different scene, so that's cool. We didn't unlock any more keywords, weirdly enough, from that scene, but it was still interesting to see a different path we could have taken. Um, okay, so I think all we have to do now is boots with everybody. Let's see. We haven't done boots with Emma, Vale, Nina, or Pierre, or Lara. Um, Let's read what these descriptions are. Plans, where calculations are made. Gifts, where someone silently observes. An invitation, where a compromise is sought. Beltway, where someone is caught in a trap. Or chess, where the whys are discussed. Alright, I feel like maybe plans. I like Lara, so I'm leaning towards her. So let's try this one. Lara is at her gynecologist for a checkup. I do kind of feel like this might have been like this might be another scene that is affected by yep, the choice we made here to maybe try for a baby. So yeah, let's play it. We're playing scenes that have been affected by other scenes. Okay, this might feel a bit cold. After all the wind and rain I had to battle through to get here, talk about salt in the wound. I'm afraid the weather is out of my control. And anyway, it isn't that bad. You didn't even get your boots wet. It's just a little autumn shower. Can you reassure me that you've moved on to a plastic speculum at least? They're disposable and I'm all about the environment, I'm afraid. You should be all about your patients, surely. Focus on the banter. Don't think about what she's up to down there. Everything's fine. Please tell me that's not why it's been how long since your last visit? 2 years, I think? 3. This says October 20th, 2022. That makes 3 full years. Focus on the banter. Did you go anywhere nice this summer? Oh, I spent a couple weeks in the mountains of Abruzzo. There are some photos of the trip up on the wall there. I was traveling with friends. We went camping under the stars. It was magical. Me and my partner just managed a couple of quick dash weekends at the seaside. I've always preferred going to the mountains instead of the seaside, especially in the summer. My husband, on the other hand, always insisted on going to his house by the sea because it would be a shame not to use it. Let's look at the thought token. Crouched in a tent, stomping through the woods with insects buzzing everywhere, stuck in the middle of nowhere. Is that really a holiday? Hey, keyword unlocked. That's what I was hoping for. He could always rent it out. Everybody's looking for a place in the summer. We separated. What he wants to do with his summer house isn't my problem anymore. Oops, I didn't realize. Sorry. Are you still together with the same partner, Samuel? Samir. Yeah. And are you still planning on starting a family? Let's be decisive. We finally made up our minds. Actually, that was one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Aha! I got a gold rimmed achievement for that. I'm guessing because a lot of people who play video games don't want to be parents. I don't really want to be a parent either. I like kids, but I don't feel like I could be a good parent. But I'm playing Lara as someone who wants kids and thinks she would be a good mother and thinks her partner would be a good father. And I'm just happy about this for her. And I'm happy for that gold rimmed achievement. Oh, okay. It's just that I thought, no, never mind. What? It doesn't matter. No, really, I'd rather you told me. Are you really sure you want a child? Don't take this the wrong way. It's just that I have a lot of patience in your situation, and those that are more cautious and wait longer often end up realizing that deep down they don't actually want to be mothers at all. Being a mother changes your life, and not everybody is ready for a change like that, and that's fine. Conviction. But that isn't really the case here, given that I just told you we're both serious about going ahead. Of course, that's why I didn't want to say anything. But you did say something, gynecologist. You did say it. We just wanted to take our time and make sure our relationship was stable and solid before taking this step. And you did the right thing. It's an important decision. I'm so happy for you. So what made you decide the time was right, if you don't mind me asking? It was the list. We realized something. Describe what it means to you and Samir. Talk about what would make you good parents. What it means to us. We just understood that the moment had arrived. It isn't easy to explain. We trust each other, so we aren't scared by the thought of setting out on this new adventure together. I suppose I can't imagine any greater expression of our love than wanting to share it with a new life. Well, you seem to have made up your mind. I'd say so, even though I still don't know if I'll even be able to get pregnant. There are other options, Lara. You're making me realize I still have a lot to think about. And anyway, I still don't even know if I can get pregnant. Well, that's one issue we can clear up easily. Do I need to do some kind of test? That's right. Sounds good, let's get that out of the way. Can I do the test now, or do I need to schedule one? You need to schedule it. Let's see. FSH, LH, estradiol, and AMH needs to be done between the 2nd and 5th day of your cycle. We'll need to measure your progesterone 6 to 8 days after ovulation. And we'll do the ultrasound between the 2nd and the 5th day of your cycle. You can keep track of your basal temperature at home. Don't worry, you just need a thermometer. Before you get out of bed in the morning, just take your temperature and jot it down. If the temperature increases, that means you've ovulated. We'll do the... oh god. Hysterosalpingography. Hysterosalpingography. Doctors and their big words, come on. Between the 6th and 12th day of your cycle, after menstruation but before ovulation. The postcoital test is carried out between the 12th and 16th day of your cycle, immediately before or during ovulation, following sexual intercourse. Why are there so many tests? I had no idea there were so many tests for this. Couldn't they just try? Couldn't they just try? And that would be test enough? I don't know. I don't know. So much. There's more even. The endometrial biopsy is carried out in the luteal phase between the 21st and 26th day of your cycle to check if the endometrium is ready for the implant. Wow! Don't worry, it's easier to do than to say it. I'll write it all down for you. And if that seems like a lot, just wait until you get pregnant. Alright, you can put your clothes back on. Your uterus and ovaries are fine. Having second thoughts? Not yet. Let's start with the tests and we'll see how they go. Okay. She reiterates the decision she and Samir have made, so the doctor makes a list of medical tests to assess fertility. What new keyword do we get for that? Wilderness. Nothing is further from her idea of a great holiday than camping and trekking. Okay, I'm happy with my decision there. I'm confident in it. Alright, now let's go left to right now. Let's just go in an order, in a sequence. Let's go back to Pier, who I love so much and I'm so happy to be returning to. His brother is worse. Just keep reminding yourself, his brother is worse. Gifts, where someone silently observes. While Pierre dozes off, the group chat he shares with his brother Lucio and some of his brother's friends fills up with messages. Militaryboots.com/historical. Yes? No? Like Uncle Mussolini used to wear? Maybe. I mean, the quality was bound to be better than now. Those were the days, boys. Okay, we're already daydreaming about fascism. We love to see it. They didn't have all that plastic shit that ruins everything. Wide shot. An enraged crowd is roaring from afar. Voices of women and men shouting, "Traitor! Asshole! You suck!" He's like imagining a movie. Ecologist antiliterum. If you have to get all sophisticated, quote Ezra Pounder, get out. What? I don't understand how boys text. No, please, you know how Ezra gets me all excited. Guys, this is crazy. She's doing it again. It's getting to be a habit. Woo woo woo, she liked it so much she's coming back for more. You're her paradise lost. Lucio harpoon dick. More of a little fishing rod, really. You've been using a drag net to haul in this seal. You lost me. Who are we talking about? Wake up and smell the fucking coffee, asshole. That crazy chick from last summer. Medium shot. A lone boy stands apart from the shouting crowd. Voices yelling, "We'll get you, you little shit." Ah. I really want to know more about this movie that Pier is dreaming up, but okay. That was our last thought token. She must have sent him more fucked up photos. Love you, Fede. Love Fede when he's snorting. Leave me alone, I'm fucked. Hey, let's have a look at these photos. Sleazeball. Maniac. Get the fuck out of here. He'll share them if he wants to. Respect for privacy, guys. She's getting a bit more classy now. Just one video and 2 photos. Their view once, guys. She's trying to protect herself. You're gonna have to take some screenshots. Yeah, then she'll receive notification and break his balls. Fede, I summon you. Don't be a dick, Marco. Like we give a shit. A big fat shit. What is it with Marco? He just doesn't get it. Let's make like Pontius Pilate. I don't know how to say that. I'm Jewish, guys. Pilate? Like Pilates? I don't know how to say Christian names. We'll wash our balls of it. I remember this one differently. Speaking of which. Hey Lucio, where's your brother Pier? Fuck knows what he's up to. It looks like he's online sometimes, but he never posts. We got a stalker, boys. Voyeur, please. Vive la France. Peeping Tom. He was totally pissed today. Who did what to him? I'll get the motherfucker, no worries. It was my dad. Oops. Is it a crime to fuck up? They used to bully you, though. Yeah, and I got the fuck out of my parents' house as soon as I could. Smiley face. I got a little something for you all to banish the blues. Ugh. Marco's happy now. Muy feliz, papi. You've made a grown man very happy. I'm not even gonna, like, inspect that to try and guess what it is. You getting rusty down there where the sun don't shine? Yeah, come on down and brush off the cobwebs. Guys, fuck it, we should hit the clubs again. I don't know, maybe we wouldn't be in such a state. Anyway, I'm on my way, babe. It is on this week. We're going to the Visconti Club, though. It's MILF Central down there, gagging for nice young guys like us. A magical place. Sure, the MILFs are all very well, but what about Pier? He already has no interest in girls. Visconti would freak him out completely. Those cougars would chew him up and spit out the pieces. That would be a dream come true for me. Ha! Why don't we try that new club, Cavallo Matto? That's more like it. I heard it's crawling with hot babes. And it's indoors. It's only mid-November, my dudes, but I'm already freezing my balls off. You're missing the point. The point is, Pierre might finally get to second base. He might even get laid in the bathroom. Speaking of which, by the way, I have no idea what these guys are talking about. I guess they're talking about going to a club, but I'm having so much trouble following this. I'm opening the photo, guys. I've never seen anything like it. Guys, I told you. She's crazy AF. How can anyone be nuts enough to trust someone you only hooked up with a couple of times? 1.5 times. Undoing your trousers? Like a plumber working when they're just scoping the job. Yeah, that second time she had to take the lead, I was shit-faced. You could say she took advantage of me. Hashtag me too. Gross. Don't use that. I don't know. H-ball, I don't know what that means. Bro, nobody gives a fuck about us anymore. I give a fuck. Okay, that's obviously a naked woman. Spill the mead, Santa. I've been a good boy. He's begging for it. You looking for company? And with this, I bid you all good night. Haha. That's just her legs and her butt. No, come on, come on. The boy with all the gifts. Our little peeping Tom will sleep well tonight. His dick's already on fire. Let's hope so. Leave group. Pierre has left the group. Okay. Now that supposedly impacted our story when we go to see Lucio in jail. So this is obviously later on. So let's see if this unlocks that choice for us. Pierre promises Lucio that next time he will try to bring their parents as well. Let's try this again. Real quick. Real quick, guys. How much time have we got? Not much. We used up all sitting here in silence. Sorry, lying cub, but I don't feel like talking. But that's why I came here. Anyway, this place is full of hidden microphones. I don't think there are. Trust me, they put them everywhere. They put them in the walls. Well, speak quietly. What day is it today? Today, it's March 8th, International Women's Day. Ah, that would explain all the mimosa flowers I've been seeing everywhere. Man, I hate the smell of those flowers. But the flowers reminded me of Georgia. I kind of liked her, you know? She always listened to me. And if I told her to jump out of the window, she would have. Is that the girl who sent her the videos? Did I tell you she sent me a letter? But you treated her like shit. She only wanted to carry on our relationship. She's full on psycho. She fell for your love bombing. What the fuck is love bombing? For Christ's sake, Pierre, you talk like those bleep down in Violeco. He mustn't find out about Agatha. He mustn't find out about Agatha. Who are you hanging out with while I'm not here to look after you? Nobody in particular, the usual crew. What about your bros? Who? The Three Stooges, Ruben, Federico, and Marco, who are lovely people, just as lovely as you, Lucio. No sign of them. They didn't even bother replying to my letters. Maybe they were just looking for an excuse to break away. They could have said something, for fuck's sake. Even if they've tried, Lucio would never have allowed them to leave the pack. His clinginess, his jealousy, his desperate need to keep them close to him was all pretty gay. Lovely assessment, Pierre. They didn't have the balls, they were just waiting for the right moment. Did you know they had their own secret group without us? Yeah, I've seen this. I thought Ruben and Federico were different. By the end of the year, Guild learned how to pray in Arabic. The tranquilizer they give me reading can be a great escape. Mentally, I mean. You always had a way with words, Pierre. Anyway, I hate reading. He brought me Dune. I highlighted a passage for you to look at. Check it out, it might inspire you. Inspiration from a fantasy book? You're such a nerd, Pierre. Ugh. Oh yeah, Mom and Dad say sorry they couldn't make it this time. They're ashamed of me. Give them time to process it. Give them time to process it? Look, this isn't easy for anyone. I'm the one in prison, not them. And anyway, fuck, Pierre, you're here with me now. You don't need to make excuses for them. Alright, visiting time's up. Alright, tell Lucio there won't be a next time. This is what we wanted to unlock. You left the group chat, and now we're leaving him behind point blank. There won't be a next time. What the fuck? You made your choices. It's time I made some choices of my own. Pierre. Goodbye, Lucio. And fuck you. Yay! Screw you, Lucio. You suck. And all your friends suck. Nice. I'm satisfied with that. I'm glad we finally got to unlock one of those choices that was blocked from us. Alright. So I guess next time we'll check in with Vale. I forget what her name is. Vale, Nina, and Emma. We will check in with them. With their boots. Until then, I have been Mars. And I will be back with more In Their Shoes.